Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I want to thank you for stopping by to Mr. Don't Know It All. This is a channel where I want to discuss tech, stocks, sports, cars, basically anything that's on my mind that I want to talk about that week or that day. I want to record videos on it. Right now, I'm really into stocks. I started this account in May, and I've seen a lot of YouTubers going into stocks, but a lot of them have portfolios of over $100,000 on there, and like a small investor like me, that kind of intimidates me and thinks, man, I'm never going to get to that level. I started depositing $100 here, $100 there, and I'll show you in a minute what my portfolio is looking like right now. But the main thing about this channel is that we're going to start from scratch. We're going to start as slow as we can and see where we can go with this stock portfolio. But every week or every other day or something like that, I mean, the video might be different. It might be about a tech product or something like that, But majority of the time right now, I want to be talking about stocks. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys, like I was talking about, is that a lot of the other YouTubers out there that do stock videos, either their accounts have thousands and thousands of dollars, or they are, hundreds of dollars even on some videos. And some of them don't even show you their portfolio. They just tell you, hey, I'm investing in this stock and this stock, but they never really show you what they have. So the stock that I want to talk about today is Shell, SHLL, that's going to merge with Hyliion next Monday. This coming up Monday, so in a couple of days, September 28th, they're going to vote, and more than likely, I'm going to say high 90 percentile that they'll merge. I highly doubt that it won't go through. Once that happens, the ticker symbol will change to Hyliion in 1 to 2 days, depending on who you watch or who you hear. A lot of people say 3 days. Some people say you won't be able to trade. We're here together. We're going to learn how long it takes. I know I made some money on Nikola before they merged together, and I bought him at $32 and it went up all the way to 97, and I sold at 97. But to be honest with you, I think it took about 2 days for that ticker to change, but I don't remember if I was able to trade between those 2 days or not, because I was very, very green at that time. I really didn't know what I was doing. I got lucky in that stock, and then along came Kodak when they did that partnership. I bought them at $13. The thing about that one is that, again, I was very new, and on that one I literally sold as soon as it went up because I was scared that I was going to miss out on it, and I just got out as soon as that sucker was moving up. I should have stayed on there longer. I would have made more money on that one. There's where I tried to do the Johnson & Johnson when they went into a partnership with the government as well too. As you can see, Diamond Peak Holdings, I've put some money in that one as well. American Airlines, this one I did some call options. I lost about $496 on that one because, again, I didn't know what I was doing with call options. I still don't. I'm still very new, still very green at call options. But again, this is why they call the channel Mr. Don't Know It All. I don't know, but I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to go through this with you guys and see what we can do. Spartan Energy as well too. NEO, I had NEO when NEO was $5. Now, I mean, it hit $19. So I've had some of these stocks way before they hit big, but because I was new, I sold them when I made a little profit. I should have kept a lot. Here's that Kodak where I was telling you about that I bought 7 shares when it was at $13, right? And then I sold those 7 shares as well too. So as you can see, I made a few good picks, but then I sold them too quick because I didn't know what I was doing. I was too scared that I was going to lose that profit. And I mean, Kodak, within the first hour I sold because it went up, and it went up all the way to $45, but I sold like at $26 because I was super scared. But Shell, now this is the difference between doing your research and knowing your company, knowing what you want to invest in, because this sucker right here at its high, it says 55 right here, but it was actually at 58 that day. I was making bank on that stock. I mean, I was up almost $16,000 on that stock right there. You'll see, and as you can see, it went down and went down and went down. If this would have been me a couple of months ago, I would have sold. I would have freaking sold as soon as it hit $2,000 profit. But I mean, I was making almost 10 grand profit off this stocks because of options that I have right here, as you can see. But knowing your company, knowing what you want to invest in, that's the difference. Because I knew that they were going to merge, just like I knew Nikola, and I knew what it could be. I know that it can be 80, 70, 80, 90, $100 stock. So why would I sell even though it was going down? I mean, trust me, we've had some green days and we've had some red days. As you can see right here, $3,698 down from last week. Again, didn't sell because I know what this stock can do. I know that it can go super high. I know that for a fact. So that's what I want to talk about is Shell. I mean, like I said, we know they're going to merge together the 28th. I mean, we got some articles coming out with Forbes and an article on Hyliion right here saying that, Healy's is 28. He's going to be the youngest self-made billionaire next week when this goes public, which that is huge news. We know that the company is going to bring $560 million cash to the merger as well too. That's going to help out the company. But the biggest thing between this one and Nikola with Trevor Milton is now that he's out of CEO. They lied about their product. They pushed that sucker down the hill. So the difference is that they actually have a product. They have miles on the road, millions of miles on the road, as a matter of fact, on there. And Healy seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders. I mean, he is quiet. He's composed. He doesn't boast. He doesn't go out there and talk trash about anybody. He sticks to what he knows, which is his company. And we know that, he can't sell none of his shares for 2 years. And it shows you right here what the revenue is in 2021, 2022, and then hopefully after 2023 there will be some profits to follow that. But we know that this company is going to be big. We know they have a partnership already, but there's a new one that came out yesterday, I believe, with Wegmans. They have 103 stores with 2 distribution centers across 7 states. So this is huge. But if I'm correct, this came out after market hours, so you really didn't get to see this actually hit the market when it was live, so we can't really see what it did. We finished that day around, I want to say 43, but as you can see after market it went up as well too after it closed. So I think Monday we're going to see it jump up to 50, high 50s. Hopefully we'll see 60s. And again, that's where the confusion is. A lot of people say, hey, it's going to be frozen for 2 to 3 days. I personally don't know that because, like I said, I don't remember what Nikola did because I was very green. I wasn't even paying attention. I know that it hit $70 and I was freaking out because I made like $200-300. I was like, holy crap, I made $300, right? And then all of a sudden the next day it went up to 90 and I sold right then and there. But I didn't pay attention. So as we go through, stocks and through mergers, we'll know together what these companies are doing and how long it'll take as far as for the ticker change and all that good stuff. The options that I have here, I started with 7 options, but now as you can see it says 8 and 2, which is 10. So what I did is when people tell you, hey, when it's red, buy the dip. When it falls, you buy the dip. And that's what I did. I mean, this, we hit highs of 58 and we've hit lows of 36, but in reality this day was 33, and that's when I bought the other 3 options was on when it hit $33 that day. And again, I was losing a ton of money. I was up almost 10 grand, and I mean I was almost in the negative ones that hit 33, but I didn't sell. I wasn't scared because I knew that this, once the merger goes through, it'll definitely do something big. And as you can see right here, 3 contracts on the 24th for $55 strike costs on there. And then my other ones that I did on August 31st. But with Shell, I've been in this company since June. I knew about it in June that the merger was going to happen, and I bought into it in July. As you can see, I did $50, 187. That's the thing, guys. I mean, you see these accounts with hundreds of thousands of dollars in it, and you're thinking, man, I ain't got the kind of money to be investing. But as you can see, 50, 80, 70, 100, just little by little, you just keep buying some shares in that company if you really believe in it, and you keep doing it, and it'll build up. That was 32, almost 32 shares, and then I went again, and I said, you know what, I'm going to put almost $1,000 and buy 27 shares. But then I started thinking to myself, options is where the money's at. So what I did is I sold some of those shares so I can have some money to be able to buy some calls, which is what I did, because calls get expensive. Once you start getting in there, calls, even though I'll show you right here that it says, hey, it's if you're gonna we're gonna trade options here, And even though they say, hey, $4.60, you got to remember that if you're going to do this, it's 100 contracts on there, 100 contracts. So if you hit continue and you come in here and you put one contract, you're going to see right here that it says 100 shares each. So in reality, it's $460. So it gets pretty expensive doing shares. So really, really risky, but the reward is tremendous. The reward that you get on these options is crazy. And I know if you know about options, you know about expiration date, theta, gammas, and deltas, and all of this, which I can do another video on that later if y'all want to. Just let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. I know a lot of people have some option videos out there, but some of them are confusing, to be honest with you. And I think that's where I messed up when I did my option calls on American Airlines when they were at $13, and I thought to myself, that's going to go up, and I only put them out for a week. Expiration date, and I lost my money on that just because I didn't know about expiration dates really. And these right here, as you can see, these are October 16 calls. So what you do is call options calculator is a great tool that you can use on here. We'll start from scratch right here so you can see this right here, how you can do call option calculator right here. You're going to go to here, and then you're going to put the ticker symbol, which is SHLL, get price. It's 44 right now. Aftermarket is 46. My first options, it was a 38 when I first bought options, and I did October 16 calls. Then you can go down here and do your strike price, which is 55. I have two on them at 50, but you kind of do the average of all 10. And when you put 10 right there, remember it's going to be per 100 right here. Per one contract is 100. So 5,600. And then you're going to come down here and think about what you think the stock is going to be when you want to sell. You always want to sell before expiration date, or else they become worthless at that time if they're not in the money, right? So we're going to hit calculate right here. And as you can tell right here, $60, you're looking at $7,000 profit. If you keep going, we hit 70, you're looking at $15,000. $80, you're looking at $23,000. And by golly, if this sucker hits 100, you're looking at $40,000 profit of a $5,600 investment on there. That is tremendous gains. I mean, that is crazy. The problem is that you got to know that the merger is going to happen. You got to know that it's going to go up if you're going to do, buying calls on there. And we've known that the merger was going to happen. It was supposed to happen the 15th of September to the 18th of September, but it got pushed back to the 28th. That's why you buy your options further out. Instead of, you could have bought these call options in September 15th, but then you would have been out of luck because, it didn't, they pushed it back. So call options is where you're going to make your money, 100%. The shares is where you want to play them long term. This is something that you might want to keep over 2-3 years because this company is going to be worth a lot of money in the next couple of months, next couple of years on there. And stocks is the options is where you're going to try to play pretty quickly to make your money. You can see that I have some workhorse calls, some LCA calls. My watch list right here, my SPAC watch list, has workhorse, LCA, Diamond Peak Holdings, the new Bill Gates one, the SPAC one, Opus as well too, Neo, like I was telling you. I mean, I bought Neo when this sucker was $5.60, 5 shares for $28, but that's before I knew what I was doing. And then I just sold, I didn't know any better at that time. And now they're worth $18. If I would have known, I would have bought way more into it. But the biggest thing you got to know is if you know your company, and you feel that this is a good company, don't sell when it's in the red. I mean, that's when, they tell you that you buy the dip. What they mean is that, if you feel like nobody knows what the low, what the low is, but if you feel like that's going to be the low, that's what you buy the dip on. And that's what I did last week when it hit, that $36, $33 on there. To be honest, a lot of times when I woke up and I saw these numbers, what I did is I just went back to sleep. I took a nap, because a lot of times when it's red, take a nap, wake back up, and hopefully it'll be green. That's what I was doing with Tortoise Acquisition here, SHLL. So the merger is going to be September 28th, which is Monday, and it's gonna it's gonna pass. Like I said, ticker change will be in a couple 1 to 2 days on there, and hopefully that's when I'll be able to sell these stock options if they hit my price target of $80 to $100. I'd have room to play with because I have to October 16th to sell, so I'm not in a big rush to sell these because I think it can hit that price point. The big thing is if these big institutions get into this game and actually buy some stock in this and drive it up. I mean, you got to think with these articles from Forbes, the partnerships, the new ones that they've just announced after hours, that it's going to go high. It's just waiting it out. But yeah, this is, like I said, this is Shell. This is what I've got right now. Once I sell these, I'm going to roll these earnings back into Workhorse LCA because those are the two ones that I'm really bullish on right now. But there's other ones that I'm going to be buying, which is Diamond Peaks as well too, which is Lordstown. So I'll be buying some options as well, and I'll be making more videos on that as well too. All right, guys. So that was my first video. I know it was short or here and there, but again, it's my first video. I've been wanting to make a YouTube channel for a while on tech, on stocks. I've been scared, but hey, here we are. First YouTube channel video out of the way. So it's exciting. I would appreciate it if you hit that like button, to push that video out. I would appreciate if you subscribe to my channel as well too and get the word out, and hit that notification bell as well too. Like I said, I'm excited. I know we're going to do great things. I know we're going to make a lot of money, whether it's in stocks, whether it's in other things. Comment below. Tell me what you think Shell is going to do Monday, or how long it'll take to hit that $80, $100. So tell me what your price target is. Tell me how much money you're making on this company, because I know a lot of you are making a ton of money. I've seen comments below that a lot of people are making a lot of money on this. And like I said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for sitting through this video and watching it. I'll be cranking more videos out, and they'll get better as we go. First video, rocky. They'll get better as we go. What can I say? I mean, I'm trying to do this thing, the YouTube live. We'll see how it goes. And like I said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. And y'all have a blessed day.